Neil, I know that you've recently finished the first 15-day blended delivery of TAE40122. What this means is you're the first person in this country to actually have done that. And I'm curious, how did the course go?
We had a great 3 weeks, Harold. We had a mixture of face-to-face and virtual learners. We were testing out all of our resources and our assessment tools, and everything pretty much went to plan.
Now, there's much written about the degree of difficulty of TAE40122 over TAE40116. And I think a lot of that comes from the RTOs that have got TAE40116 and have not yet transitioned to TAE40122. But I wonder, is it more difficult for people or not?
The course has changed. The course has got 12 units instead of 10. But overall, what we find is there's swings and roundabouts. There's some of the units are a little bit more complex, but some of the more complex things from the TAE40116 aren't in the new qualification.
So is there more work for a learner to do to complete the course?
There is a little bit more work in the delivery aspect of the units of competency, but not in the assess cluster. There's sort of a subtraction on that side.
Okay. Now, in the 15-day course that we run, that we call blended delivery, which of course is the most popular way that our learners want to do this qualification, do they actually complete all of the practical activities of 22, or is there still things left to do?
Yeah, there's definitely still some work left to do at the end of the course. With a Cert 4 course, as we're all aware, there's a 6 months to 2 year sort of time frame on those qualifications. But generally, most of our learners will get the majority of the practical tasks done. What we'll find is in the blended course, probably around about 6 tasks are left at the end of the course, plus a knowledge question workbook that needs to be completed.
And I'm curious, did the learners have any trouble understanding what they had to do when they started on the practical activities?
No more than the TAE40116 at all, Harold. And with our new resources, we've provided some flowcharts, some checklists and some activities, and it's got a logical flow where one of the activities leads into the next set of activities. So overall, no.
So what advice would you give to somebody who's considering whether to do the new qualification or the old TAE qualification?
I'd definitely suggest doing the TAE40122. It's the latest qualification, it's the latest update of that, and it will have the longest longevity in the marketplace.
So in your personal opinion, is the new qualification harder to do than the old?
Overall, I'd say no. With the reduction or removing a unit of competency design and develop assessment tools, which seems to be over and above what a lot of entry-level trainers need to do, there's a lot of emphasis on the facilitation side, and I think it's absolutely outstanding.
One of the things that's always plagued HBA learning centres, and I'm sure other ITOs, is the level of IT skills that learners need when they do this course. What should a learner be able to do on a computer when they join this course, whether it be online or our virtual classroom or face-to-face?
Yeah, so in the new qualification, we've seen that digital literacy has made its appearance, and it has always been a requirement for the course in reality. All of our things are done using technology these days. So what we find is we really need to have learners to be able to navigate a Windows or Macintosh desktop, to do some basic file manipulation, transferring, renaming, moving to different parts of their computer, some internet search, copy and paste, and Adobe Acrobat.
Okay. Now, I noticed that many RTOs are now advertising for trainers to hold TAE 40122. Do you think it produces a better trainer? And if so, how?
With the emphasis on facilitation, there are around about, I think, 13 different deliveries that people have to do. There seems to be a lot more emphasis and a lot more concept around an entry-level trainer where you've got to get up in front of groups and deliver material that's been built by the RTO. We still have that understanding of what's in there, but what we see is they're not required at that entry level to design complex assessment tools anymore. So I think it's very relevant to an entry level vet trainer.
Look, it certainly seems to be very popular, to the general marketplace. We are certainly having our share of business coming in from people who prefer to do the 22. I want to thank you for this time. All the best.
Pleasure, Harold. Thank you.